Look who it is!
Alright, hello, this is Bob Derpson. I'm redoing my ice mining video because I remade my account and everything. It's a very long story, but the audio was pretty bad in my first one. And I didn't really cover all the things I wanted to cover. So the first thing I'm going to start with is scouting, and I'm obviously scouting in a leopard. I'm dual boxing, as you can see, which means that I'm using 2 active Eve clients to be more productive, basically. This guy hauls my ore while my converter just kind of sits and mines. Unless it's ice, and then it's different, but I couldn't find any ice that wasn't filled with gankers. So, I said forget that. Alright. So right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the asteroids on this side of the belt, so that I can make a bookmark by saving my location that my ship is currently in, and then warping my converter to it. And I do this to save time. Honestly, that's all that it's really for. And then I will work my way down the belt like that. I'll have to watch my hold and stuff, but okay. So right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to get close enough to these asteroids to where I can make a bookmark where my converter is in range. I believe there's some condensed scordite here. Oh, there's not. Way to be a noob. Well, it looks like there's not actually that much condensed scordite here. Give me a second to find out. See, that's the I'm not doing mining tips. That's not what this video is for. I'm an ice miner, and there's no ice, so I have to mine ore. Anyway, I just wanted you guys to know what I was doing. So the first thing is when you're in an ice belt and you warp in, don't stay in the same place. Like, move so that you can lock on to 2 asteroids and then mine and blah blah blah, which I'll cover in a minute. But don't stay in like the default warp-in spot. That's really stupid. That's really stupid. That's the easiest way to get ganked. Like, if you want to get ganked, go ahead and do that. That's genius, because they don't even need to make a bookmark to warp in on you. They can just do it, which is funny. I find it hilarious. But anyway, so to cover the skills that you probably would want, the first one is ice harvesting to 5. I don't know what you have to get that. I don't remember the skills, the prerequisites. I can check it in a minute, but I do know that that's a really helpful thing to have. The second thing that you're going to want is mining 4, and I believe ice harvesting is not like that. I think that is the prerequisite. Hold on, let me check. While I'm checking, you're also going to want to get cybernetics up to at least 3. Honestly, you should get it to 5, but if you get it to 3, that's okay, because there's an implant that upgrades your efficiency or whatever by about 3%, and it's incredibly helpful, and you're definitely going to want that. So yeah, the requirement for ice harvesting is mining 4. So you're going to want that skill, definitely. The next thing you're going to want is you're going to want to train up for ice harvester 2s, which I'm going to show you in just a second after I undock my ships. They are better versions of the ice harvester 1s. Obviously, there's the Tech 2 version, and they have a 50-second reduced cycle time. That's a weird glitch. Okay. They have a 50-second reduced cycle time from the other one. The other one has a 300-second cycle time. And I will prove this right now by going into ship equipment, ice harvester 2. But you can get it a lot lower than that too. It just has 50-second reduced default. But the requirements for that again are ice harvesting 5 and mining to 4. You're going to want ice harvesting to 5 for the bonus that it provides as well, which is I think like 5% per level. Yeah. You're also going to want to get CPU management to level 2, and I believe that is for some of the upgrades that come later on. You're going to want mining upgrades to 4, jury rigging to at least 1, and mechanics to 3. These are just what I have currently, and they work for me, and you'll see why in a minute, because I believe I have maxed the cycle time on the tier 1 barges, and I did that for a reason. I didn't just, oh, let's do the barges. That's not what I did. It wasn't. There's no tier 2 barges. They're exhumers, but whatever. Anyway, see, this is something that people are going to gripe about in the comments, and I don't really give a shit. But the retriever is better than the skiff, because the skiff has a cycle time of 44 seconds with no orca support. I have my retriever down to 80 seconds, and this is the lowest possible cycle times that I've seen. I have mine to 80.2 ice harvesting per second, and that means that yes, the skiff mines 1 block of ice faster than my retriever does, but I mine 2 blocks of ice in the time it takes one retriever. It takes 88 seconds to mine on the skiff, to mine 2 blocks. It takes me 80 seconds still to mine 2 blocks because I have 2 lasers. So, like, I think the skiff has like a 20-second, I don't know, it's like 200 seconds, and then it evens out a little bit, but it's way down the road. I did the math for it once, but I don't remember it. But yeah, so the retriever is better than the skiff. The converter is better for ore mining though, because it's cool, and it's got the flames. Just kidding, it's got 3 lasers, and it's got really reduced cycle time. It has a shitty ore hold though, so you have to, that's what I'm going to cover. That's why I brought ore with me. The second thing is you're going to want to look at your local a lot. You're going to want to have it really big. I have mine covering my location right now, and there's a reason for that, and it's so you guys don't come steal my ore, because I'll kick your asses. That's not what I meant to do. I won't really. I'll probably take it like a bitch because I'm a miner. Okay, so there's some condensed scorodite here. Not a lot, but some. Okay, so we're gonna cover jet canning real quick. What you do is you just right click and click jettison, and then you come to this guy and you change your well, you can even have it on mining if you want, and you just come and you take it and you move it into your ore hold, and ta-da, that's it, you're done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to orbit my ship so that I'm always within range for the jet can, and that's also what I do in ice mining, so that's kind of just an overall tip. That's so not what I meant to do. Where's default? It should be, that works, whatever. Okay, anyway, so since I don't, the overview, right, you're gonna want to probably, you're gonna want to D-scan probably when you're in a system with a lot of people in local that are red. If they are, then that means they have a negative standing with you, and if you don't know how to make a negative standing with someone, you just right click and add contact and you put negative standing. Sorry about the cut there, guys. I had to go take care of something. Anyway, back to your overview. If you want to use your overview effectively, what you're going to want to do is filter out your stuff right here, and this goes for ice mining as well, and you do that by, like, you see this thing that says Omar Industry? I don't need that because I can do that by stations and shit. I can use that to warp to it quickly if like something warps in, but that's not what I'm trying to do right now. What I'm trying to do is completely different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to remove station from overview, and I'm going to do remove station from overview. They're all going to disappear, and they're not going to be there anymore. You'll see why I did that in a minute. I'm going to do that as well with the Stargates. I'm going to remove Stargate from overview. Okay, now all I have is the beacon, which I'm going to remove from my overview as well. And now I'm going to try descanning. If it's not filtered out right, I'll fix it on this, or I'll do it on this one. But and then you're gonna want to, okay, see, and then you're gonna want to right click, or not right click, left click your use active overview settings, and it'll tick the box, and you will only see where your overview is currently set to register, which is helpful because then you don't have a bunch of shit on it that clutters it up. And now the only thing on here right now, because my range is so low, is my ship and the other retriever, which is right over here. But I'm not worried about him because he's a retriever. So what Oh, crap. Yeah, that figures. Alright. Just a second. So what I'm going to do is just close this out, and I'm going to show you a real example over here with a good range and everything set up. So I have the range maxed out, the angle maxed out. I just didn't want to do that on the other one. I didn't have time. And see, all I can see is there's a Retriever, there's a Miasmos, which is this ship. There's a NASA Geonosis, which is an exploration ship. A Retriever, another Miasmos, a Coverter, a Retriever, so, and a Drake and a Golem. So a bunch of mining ships, and then two kind of ass ships, which I'll cover those in a minute, but you don't have to worry about them usually if they're just on your D-scan. Okay, so the next thing is drones. You're always going to want to bring at least 4 drones. I mean, there's not really a least about it. You're going to want to bring as many as you possibly can. You can bring more if I had a bigger ship, but I don't, and I don't have the skills for it because of that, because I don't have time to train skills like that. The next thing is next you're going to want to keep your ore hold open like this, and you just have to keep the blue bar and this open a little bit so that you can jet can your stuff. And you just right click and jettison, and it'll come out, and then you can just take it with your hauler and you can put it right in your big beautiful ore hold like that. Okay, that's that. You're also probably going to want to mine multiple asteroids, because that way you have less dead space if one of the, you have less dead time when one of them becomes depleted. Like, you're always going to have a little bit of dead time when an asteroid becomes depleted unless you hop off of it, which is debatable on whether or not you want to do it in ice. But oh man, but if you have multiple asteroids targeted and actively mining, then you'll have less accumulated dead space, dead mining time, over time as well. Like, it's like an exponential increase over time. It's really cool. It's like the best dot in the world, but it's against you. So you also D-scan. Watch for orcas, because those are those big pesky ships that give everyone in their fleet a boost, and they are a pain in the ass because they always boost everyone else and not you unless you're in their fleet, and they usually don't put you in their fleet if you're not in their fleet. So you might want to train your own orca alt. Winky wink. Left box. Winky wink. Fishy ships. That's a big thing. They're gone. Okay, this golem right here, that's kind of a fishy ship. I don't know that ship. I'm gonna look it up real quick. What is it? It is a Marauder. So, probably an expensive ship. Yeah, an expensive ship. Is that $1 million or $1 billion? Is it? Yeah, okay, it's definitely expensive. So nobody's going to suicide gank in that, so you don't need to worry about that. But if you see something like a Catalyst, or some of those tier 1 ships, usually Catalyst because they have a lot of turret slots, and they can get a lot of damage out really, really fast, then you should probably not be where you are. Or you should be really, really, really vigilant on your shit if you see them on D-scan. And if they pop up in, what is it, the overview, or within however many meters, then you should warp the fuck out. And if you can, try to scan them down. That's always good. But if you can't, then, and they warp in, then just get out. Because catalysts are fishy. Now, another fishy kind of ship would be something like, oh, let's say, I'm trying to think. What was oh man. Okay. Well, for example, this is what people use when they're in ice. When they're ganking in ice, and they do it because they want people to think, oh, he's a noob. He's mining an Avenger. He doesn't know what he's doing. Don't fall for that. They know you're gonna fall for that. If you see one of these coming at you, or coming at your direction like a line to you, move. Just get out. Just go somewhere else for a minute. don't move, warp out for a little bit, because he's trying to get up to you and bookmark you. And then lastly is when you're adjusting your position, you're going to want to notice, like, for example right here, you're probably not going to be able to see it if I don't jet my oar and close this out. Okay, so this is my speedometer thing. Now I have it pretty much memorized how it works, not works, but like the speed, like everybody kind of does, because it's just kind of a thing. But like, if I speed up, it takes a pretty long time to get my speed up. Now we're going to get it up to about there. Now if it was higher and up to the max, it would take even longer. Now I'm going to stop. Now watch how long it takes to stop my ship. I'm sure you're aware of this and know how it works, but see how long it takes? So you always want to stop about 5,500 kilometers from your, not kilometers, meters from your current thing that you're trying to move towards or whatever, because like if you're on an asteroid, then you might, I thought that was going to happen, you might lose a lot of time doing that, and that can be devastating, especially for an ice miner. You have to be really good if you want to make a lot of money doing ice, which is cool because I am decent enough to where I pay enough to plex all my accounts right now, but I don't make enough to plex all my accounts and buy an orca yet, so I'm kind of picking it up and mining in my off time with ore, because there's nothing really else that I can do to make more money. I've started processing ice. I'm training for it right now, which I will cover in another video probably, but it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's Bob Derpson, and please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and do all that. This is my new channel. My other one was kind of half-assed, and this is the one that I'm going to try to make a lot more effort on. So, thank you for watching. Sorry if it looks like it was just a really weird jump cut right there. That's not what happened. This is actually a separate video that I'm splicing into the other one because I realized that I didn't put my fit on the other one. So, this is my thing. It has 2 Ice Harvester 2s, 3 Ice Harvester Upgrade 2s, a medium Ice Harvester Accelerator 1, which you need jury rigging to 1 and mechanics to 3 for, a survey scanner 2, and then a medium processor overclocking unit, which is very, very important, because without it you could only have 2 of these Ice Harvester upgrades. And then I also noticed that I never showed the attributes for the time on this. There it is, 250 seconds, and then I will show you that the Tech 2 version has a 300 second. See? Okay. And so yeah, again, thank you. So yeah, that's that. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will keep making videos like this.